Today we will persuade you to not support the federal legalization of marijuana. Marijuana smoke contains 50 to 70% more cancer-causing substances than tobacco smoke does. It is in fact very dangerous. You may think that the legalization of marijuana may not affect you, but a population of marijuana users will degenerate America into an unsafe nation to live in. We have gathered information from credited sources such as the National Institute on Drug Abuse. Marijuana affects various parts of the body, such as the lungs and the brain. There shouldn't be the federal legalization of this substance because it will slowly destroy the average citizen, just as smoked tobacco did in the past. Now we will talk to you about the effects of marijuana on the body, the mind, and on the United States. Let's begin by discussing the terrible effects of marijuana on the body.
The effect of marijuana smoke in the body is commonly underestimated because there are various other substances that are more harmful to the body. And many marijuana users might use this to justify their habits. However, marijuana smoke is known to contain many of the same chemicals as tobacco, including ammonia, hydrogen cyanide, and formaldehyde. Although marijuana smoke has yet to be directly correlated to causing cancer, some of these chemicals have been known to cause cancer. And as a side note, most users smoke without a filter, so the smoke goes directly into their lungs. In addition, users experience similar symptoms as tobacco smokers, such as damaging and precancerous changes to the lungs, wheezing, coughing, and shortness of breath. So again, although marijuana may not be as unhealthy as other substances are, that does not change the fact that it is still detrimental to your lungs. Now, some people do ingest instead of smoke marijuana, so Eunice will go ahead and talk about its effects on the brain regardless of how you take it.
Marijuana causes physical changes within the brain of the user. For instance, brain imaging scans revealed a change in blood flow in areas of the brain which involve memory and attention. With this, researchers began to note differences within the size and shape of the thalamus, the part of the brain that's involved in consciousness and information processing. Also, such researchers did a test on memory, attention, and learning. The test showed that marijuana users scored lower than non-smokers. The more they smoked, the worse they performed. Now that we have gone over the effects of marijuana on the brain, we're going to have Pamela discuss the legalization of this drug in the long run.
According to the 2014 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, marijuana is the most commonly used illicit drug. This drug is mostly used among teenagers and young adults that do not consider its effects on the body to be risky, especially due to the continuous media controversy on its legalization on different states of the country. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, teens in grades from 8th through 12th have increased its use in the past decade. Imagine if this drug were to be legalized. There will be an increase on its consumption, and this will result in a society with members that do not have fully developed brains, and therefore adults that do not make good choices.
In conclusion, let's go over what we talked about in terms of the effects of marijuana legalization in America. Today we have explained how the legalization of marijuana will negatively affect America by destroying people's bodies, minds, and how it will degenerate society. It would be to our disadvantage to live in a country full of drugged and incompetent people. Let's stop this legalization. I would not want to live in a society of druggies, would you? Knowing the effect of marijuana legalization on America, let's stop this law before it harms our nation. Thank you.